Welcome to Mind Your Business Mondays. So, this is a new series and it's going to be under 5 minutes, just a little mindful tip for the week. So, this week, I really wanted to talk about the R word that's going to be, and it's being thrown everywhere. And part of being mindful in business is also being honest and within integrity. Those are values that are really important to me, and that's really important for me to also emphasize and share with you. So there's this whole talk about the recession, and buy this course for recession proof and this and that, and people trying to sell us all this stuff. So I wanted to share my experience. If you didn't know this, I have 17 years of business background before I became a hairstylist, which I'm about to hit my 5-year mark in October. And that is where all this is being shared from. It's not from ideologies or just what I learned on taking consistent education every month. It's really also from life experience and business experience. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about the recession. That word is being thrown everywhere like this scary thing, and it doesn't have to be a scary thing for you or your business. I happened to live through a recession of 2008, 2009 housing market crash, and my mother lost her condominium and ended up moving out of the country during that time. And that is not to scare you. I really want you to keep an open mind. I'm just giving you a little bit of background of the story or context to where I'm headed with this. That was an amazing year for business that thrived, okay? Through a recession, yes, people lost their homes. It had to do a lot with, buying homes with like variable interest. So the interest went up and it was crazy. She was paying like under $2,000 a month and it went up to over $4,000. So she let go of her place. They didn't have the income to sustain that kind of purchase that they had done. And I'm just sharing this because it doesn't have to be a scary thing if you have been prepared. If you're mindful with your money, how you invest it, you know that if you purchase a course, if you purchase a product, if you purchase a tool, the return of your investment is going to be in that. You are going to be doing good during this time. Something beautiful that happened during that recession in the beauty industry was that there was this new trends, right? The ombre came in. That's where the ombre trend came. Also for lashing, that's when the lashing really started to boom up, was during that time. There was new services that people wanted to do less with makeup, less spending on other things. So they started using lashes as a method of utilizing less makeup. And that is the beautiful thing about this that I wanted to share in this Mindful Monday. It was really about the mindfulness of what opportunities is there for your business during this time. One of my biggest services in my business is $90, and it is one of the services that brings consistent revenue into my business. And it usually does like 4 times a year. I see that client when they do that one service. That was an opportunity I was able to see in the different ebbs and flows of business. So as you hear stuff on social or podcast or, YouTube, wherever you like to hang out at, be mindful that it doesn't have to be this scary thing or this scarcity thing that, oh my gosh, we're going into recession. Yes, it will be different, but we'll be able to pivot and adapt as being part of the beauty industry. We're in an industry that's constantly changing, and we may not have power over all the changes that are happening, but we do have the power of what action we take and what we do with the information and how we see this time, a time of opportunity, a time to innovate and try something new. So much love. I will see you here tomorrow for this week's episode. Talk to you then. Bye, love.